hair with the Sensory's Clarify shampoo. This will remove any product or mineral buildup from the hair without stripping the hair of its natural oils. Now that the hair has been shampooed, gently towel blot the hair, removing as much moisture as possible. Next, we apply the Sensory's Smoother Leave-In Retexturizer evenly throughout the hair from roots to ends. This is very important, particularly since the hair that you'll be working on will generally be longer and the state. We recommend that 25% of the moisture is left in the hair prior to applying the Thermal Straight Internal Restructuring Cream Part 1. If the hair is highlighted, chemically challenged, or has delicate areas, this is the time that you would apply the Calm Reconstructor to only those areas. Now that the hair has been prepped, section the hair into 4 equal sections, from the front of the hairline to the nape and from ear to ear. You will want to start your application in the most resistant area. In this case, that would be the back nape area. In some cases, you may find that the hair around the hairline is more delicate or fragile than the rest of the hair. If this is the case, we recommend leaving these pieces out and tucking them into the towel around the neck so that they are protected, and move on to the next section. Since Merritt's hair is not delicate in this area, as we move to the front of Merritt's head, we will be dropping out about 1 inch of hair around her hairline, where it appears to be more delicate and shows signs of previous breakage. This type of breakage could be due to blow drying and flat ironing. Again, each case will be different, and you will need to make your own judgment call on the integrity of each individual client during your analysis prior to the service. The application of Part 1 should be very quick and completed in approximately 10 minutes. Now that we have completed applying Part 1, the Calm Reconstructor is being applied to the ends that were previously left out to further protect them. We have waited until now to apply the Calm Reconstructor so as not to move the treatment onto the more resistant hair when combing the internal restructuring cream through the hair. At this point, the hair is combed from just above where we stopped the application of the restructuring cream, and in 5-minute intervals. Once the more resistant hair is approximately 75% processed, apply the restructuring cream to the porous areas at the ends as well as the hair around the front hairline. It is important to note that when working with hair that has multidimensional color or highlights, you will need to apply the Calm Reconstructor to all areas where the hair integrity is in question prior to applying the Internal Restructuring Cream Part 1. Now you can see that the back of the head has processed completely, and the front will need a little more time to completely process. This type of processing is a very common occurrence when you are working with hair that's this length, so testing in many areas is crucial for consistent results throughout the head. If you notice that one area is processing much quicker than other areas, spray these areas with either spray in cure treatment evenly and generously throughout the hair. Use as much cure as needed. Do not be afraid to overuse this product. You will notice a slight foaming action once the cure is sprayed into the hair. This helps to evenly distribute the product throughout the entire head. Gently comb the cure through to the ends. This is the ideal point within the thermal straight process to infuse the hair with the reconditioning and strengthening power of the cure treatment, and is essential to prepare the hair for its rebonding process. The unique combination of proteins and strengtheners within the cure treatment link together and harden within the hair shaft, creating a new internal structure and resilience while locking in a straighter textural memory. Continue to gently dry the hair with your more than 3 inches wide. Comb the hair smooth, and with the Rusk Ceramic Straight Iron, start to iron the hair from the root, holding the hair straight out from the head at 90 degrees, using a continuous motion through the mid-lengths, keeping the hair smooth, and release the iron a few inches away from the ends. Hair at the ends tends to have less density and is often more porous than hair at the root and mid-lengths. So once 3 sections are completed, comb sections together and iron through the ends. It is very important to get as close to the scalp as possible and slide the iron slowly and evenly through the hair. You can see how easily the Rusk ceramic straight iron glides through the hair. Follow the iron with a comb to control the hair and to prevent excessive heat on your at the scalp to make sure all of the texture is even and that there are no bumps or ripples close to the scalp or on lengths of the hair. If there are, you will need to iron the hair again. Remember, the more perfect the ironing, the better the end result will be. Now that the hair has been ironed perfectly straight, the final neutralizing process can begin. Again, section the hair into 4 sections, remembering not to use clips. Begin applying the internal reconstruction lotion part 2 to the dry hair directly from the bottle, all the way through the ends, starting at the nape in the same manner as previously with the internal restructuring cream part 1. Comb through the hair first and hold the hair as straight and smooth as possible. Part 2 is a nice creamy consistency that allows you to work it into the hair with your fingers without dripping. The airflow down and following the brush. As you can see, the hair is now full of shine and has a beautiful new straight texture. Once the hair is completely dry, iron the hair one last time. This last iron is essential to put the hair in its perfect configuration for the next 72 hours. This is the time it takes for the hair to naturally complete the oxidation process and leave the hair in its strongest state. The client must be informed not to shampoo, swim, or wet the hair in any way, as well as avoid using any form of hair clip or bands in the hair for a minimum of 72 hours. This will guarantee the hair to stay permanently straight and resist any type of weather condition. Finish the hair with Rusk IR Shine Spray for even more intense shine. This is the final Rusk Anti-Curl, the stylist's first choice in chemical curl reduction, frizz control, and perm removal. Comes this new generation straightening system to make it all possible. Who better than Rusk to understand the straight hair-seeking market? Who better than Rusk to bring it to you in a complete package? Now you can feel confident offering this type of service to your clients, knowing the technology, style, and condition of the hair will not be surpassed. Rusk Thermostraight Internal Restructuring System for all of us who demand unsurpassed excellence in hair care technology.